Good morning, Your Majesties. Happy Saturday. Welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new here, welcome to my channel. Um, I have another story time for you guys. This one is called One Night. And One Night is a collection of scary true stories about real people having encounters with the paranormal, the unexplained, or the downright weird. Whatever it was, it happened one night. So, there's 8 stories, but I'll read you guys 8 of them. I don't mind doing it. Okay, so the first one is The Attic Man. One night, I was house sitting for my grandmother while she was away. I was suddenly awoken by her dog barking and snarling. When I got out of bed, I felt a cold breeze blowing through the house. I went to investigate, and to my horror, I found that the attic stairs had been pulled down, and there was a trail of muddy footprints leading down the stairs to the back door, which was wide open. Damn, that's creepy. Okay, the next story is called The Following Man. One night, a girl was walking home when she got the strangest feeling she was being watched. When she looked behind her, there was a man following her. She went into a hotel lobby to try to shake him off. She told the staff what was going on, and they insisted on calling the police. When they arrived, the police found the man and brought him down to the station for questioning. After taking his fingerprints and a sample of his DNA, they got a match. It turned out he had murdered 3 women in the previous 3 weeks. Oh my God. 3 women? Jeez. Okay. Next story. The Whispering Man. One night, I was lying in bed with my wife. Just as I was drifting off to sleep, I heard a strange whispering sound. It made the hair on the back of my neck stand on end. I opened my eyes and looked around, but there was nothing there. The next morning, my wife told me she had a very creepy dream. I dreamed that we were in bed and I felt a strange presence in the room. When I looked around, I saw a man crouching at the foot of the bed. Then he crawled up onto the bed and began whispering in your ear. Oh, that's creepy. Um, all right, this next story is called The Gliding Man. One night, my friend and I were driving around the neighborhood. It was late and the streets were all deserted. All of a sudden, we noticed someone walking along the sidewalk ahead of us. The person was wearing a black jacket with a hood. There was nothing unusual about that. When we looked down, we realized the figure didn't have any legs. It didn't seem to touch it didn't seem to touch the ground at all, and it was just gliding along. The figure suddenly turned its head and looked right at us. We both screamed, and the uh, I floored the accelerator and sped out of there. We got a brief look at his face, but we both saw the same thing. Under the hood, there was nothing but a black empty void. It didn't have a face. Dang, that's scary. Okay, this next one is called The Lightning Man. One night I was lying in bed and it was raining outside. There was thunder and lightning and I couldn't sleep. Our house was out in the middle of nowhere. There were no curtains on my bedroom window, so I had a view of the fields behind the house. It was pitch black outside, but every time the lightning struck, it illuminated the whole landscape for a split second. All of a sudden, during one flash, I caught a brief glimpse of a figure standing in the field. It was a man, and he was completely black, except for his eyes. which were glowing white. He was just standing there and staring. Oh, he was just standing there staring at the house. With every flash of lighting, he got closer and closer until he was right outside my window, staring in at me with those glowing eyes. Then, with the next flash of lightning, he was gone. Jeez. Okay. All right. The next one is called the telephone pole man. One night when I was just a kid, I was playing with my brother and sister in the living room. My brother suddenly stopped, looked out the window and asked, "Who's that man?" We all went to the window to see what he was talking about. To our surprise, there was a pale white figure sitting on top of the telephone pole outside. It looked like a man, and he was staring at us with a huge creepy smile. Then he simply stood up, jumped off the pole, and vanished before he hit the ground. It scared us so much that my sister won't even talk about it now. Jeez. All right. All right, the next one is called the Woodsman. One night when I was 10 years old, I was bored and decided to explore the woods at the back of my house. It was dark and I was looking where I was going. I suddenly tripped and fell on the ground. When I looked around, but I couldn't see what I tripped over. I turned to go home, and then from behind me, I heard a whisper, "Don't leave." It chilled me. It chilled me to the bone, and I started running. I ran as fast as I could, and I didn't stop until I got home. When I looked back into the woods, I could see a dark silhouette of a man standing at the very edge of the woods. He was just standing there watching me. It wasn't a person. It was just a dark figure with no face and no eyes. Dang. Okay. Last story, you guys. The man in the floor. Okay, one night my aunt was sitting on the toilet. There was a small hole in the floor that had been there ever since we moved in. She just happened to look down at the hole, and what she saw nearly scared the life out of her. There was a man standing in the basement looking right back up at her, and he had a creepy smile on his face. My aunt screamed and came running out of the bathroom. My uncle and my dad went downstairs into the basement and looked around. They didn't find anybody, and there was no other way in or out of the basement. However, in the dust on the floor, they found footprints, as if someone had been standing there directly under the hole. That's creepy. Anyway, what do you guys think of those stories? I think they're scary, but I love reading them to you guys because you guys are amazing. I have so much fun doing these videos. So that's gonna be it for today's video. I will be seeing you guys again on Halloween, which will be my last Hallowed Princess video. So if you guys are new here, hi, I'm Princess Peyton. Hit the red button to become your majesty, and hit the bell notification so you're notified every time I upload a video. And I love you guys so much. You guys are the best human beings ever made, and you're the king of my heart in the song lyrics of Taylor Swift. And I will see you guys on Halloween in my next video, and I will be in my unicorn onesie. So I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys on Halloween. Okay, love you. Bye. Mwah.